Chapter 4. Despite the fact that at no time and in no place have people ever lived without religion, the learned people of today say, like Molaire's involuntary doctor, who assured us that the liver is on the left side, that nous avons changé tout cela, and we can and must live without religion. But as always, religion remains the chief motivator and heart of human societies. Without it, as without a heart, there cannot be rational life. Today, as in the past, there are a number of different religions, because the expression of man's relationship to the infinite, to God or the gods, varies according to the times and according to the level of development of different peoples. However, since the appearance of rational man, there has not been one human society that could live, or has lived, without religion. It is true that there have been and still are periods in the life of nations when the existing religion has become so distorted and remote from life that it no longer guides it. But this interruption of religious influence on people's lives, occurring at certain times in all religions, has always been temporary. Religion, like all that lives, has the characteristics of birth, development, aging, death, and rebirth. Rebirth in forms that are ever more perfect than the previous ones. After a period of heightened development, religion always enters into a period of decline and death, which is usually followed by a period of regeneration and the formation of religious doctrine that is more rational and lucid than before. These periods of development, death and rebirth have always occurred in all religions. As soon as the profound religion of Brahmanism began to grow old and fossilize in rigid, coarse forms deviating from the original meaning, there appeared on the one hand a rebirth of Brahmanism, and on the other the elevated doctrine of Buddhism, which advanced humanity's understanding of its relationship to the infinite. The same kind of decline occurred in the Greek and Roman religions, with Christianity appearing after the lowest ebb of the decline had been reached. The same happened with Church Christianity in Byzantium, which degenerated into idolatry and polytheism. To counteract this distortion, there appeared on the one side the Paulicians, and on the other strict Mohammedanism, with its fundamental teaching of the one God, as opposed to the doctrines of the Trinity and the Virgin Mother. The same happened with papal Christianity during the Middle Ages, leading to the Reformation. Thus these periods, when there is a decline in the religious influence on the majority, are an essential condition of the life and development of all religious teachings. The reason they occur is because no matter how unsophisticated it may be, every religion in its true meaning always establishes a relationship between man and the infinite, which is one and the same for all people. In all faiths, man is regarded as equally insignificant before the infinite. They therefore all include the concept of equality between men in the eyes of what is called God, whether it be lightning, the wind, a tree, an animal, a hero, or a king, living or dead, as occurred in Rome. The acceptance of equality between all men is a necessary and fundamental characteristic of all religions, since in no place and at no time has this equality ever existed in reality, nor will it ever. What has happened is that as soon as a new religious teaching appeared, including, as always, a recognition of equality between all men, those for whom inequality was more advantageous have immediately tried to conceal this basic feature, thereby misconstruing the actual doctrine. This has always and everywhere happened whenever a new religious teaching has appeared. On the whole, it has been done unconsciously, because those for whom inequality is advantageous, the rulers and the rich, have tried to justify themselves in the eyes of the new religious teachings without having to alter their own position by using every possible means to instill a meaning into the doctrine that admits inequality. This distortion of religion in such a way as to enable those who rule over others to feel justified in doing so when passed on to the masses naturally gave them the idea that their submission to their masters was demanded by the religion they professed.